Hi there, Adam here. It's Good Friday, and just wanted to share with you a little encouragement for today. First of all, you might wonder why we call it Good Friday, and I've been thinking about this myself. Um, why is it Good Friday when we think about the death of Jesus? We think about that horrible way that he died, and I think probably what happened in a sense, what he went through was not good, but the consequence of that was good. And that's what I want us to focus on a little bit today. And actually, I want us to focus on some of those words that Jesus said. But before that, I woke up with a headache today. I don't know about you, waking up with a headache is miserable. If you've ever had that experience, you start the day off wrong. I wonder how Jesus woke up today. I wonder how he felt knowing what he was about to go through, knowing what he was going to have to do to secure almost that freedom, secure that ability to have right relationship with God for you and for I, and to see our sins be able to be forgiven. How would he have felt on this day, all those years ago? And that's something for us to ponder on a time like today. But I want to really focus on some of those last words of Jesus. He said these words. He said, "It is finished. It is finished." These words are some of the most incredible words I find in the entire Bible. These words sum up exactly what Jesus came to do. It is finished. What did he finish? What has happened? For one, he's got the finishing of the personal agony and anguish of that being on the cross. He's got that about to end. He's about to commit his body into God's care as he then is going to defeat death. He has that personal element. But as well, what are the ramifications of those words for us today? What is finished? What has God done by sending Jesus to die on the cross? What has that finished? Well, that has finished that separation from God for us. Right back to the beginning in Eden, when Adam and Eve sinned, we have that moment where they were with God, but then they sin, and then that relationship with God was ended. But right now, by Jesus' death, that moment of finishing, he has finished, he has put an end to that separation from God. We can now come to God as a loving Father through Jesus' death and resurrection. You know, as you come today and look at this day, I hope that'll be something that can encourage you, knowing that it is finished. But it is finished as well, I just want to say, is threefold. When for us nowadays, Jesus' death has a threefold element. It is finished. Anything we have done in the past can be forgiven because of Jesus, because of this death can be forgiven. We can live in the present, we can live today knowing that we are forgiven because he finished it. It wasn't a partial finishing, Jesus finished it all. He defeated it all, he took it all on. He finished it. And finally, and probably most importantly, particularly given the world now, is there is a future finishing. Death has been defeated. You know, this past year, we've had death thrown in our faces. In the West, here in the UK and in other Western nations, death has been something that we've been separated from for so long. But death has been thrown in our faces by the pandemic, and it has caused lots of us to go, what is there after life? What happens when I die? Is there more to life than this? But these words, "it is finished," by what Jesus went through, gives us a security, gives us a hope that there is one day a place, there is one day heaven where we can go and be with Jesus forever, because it is finished. The way to that has been opened through Jesus. We can access it by trusting in him. And so I hope wherever you sit today, that you'll be encouraged by this, that your life, you can find forgiveness for the past, you can find hope for today, and you can find hope for the future, knowing that all you have to do is trust in Jesus, and it is finished.